Good morning students. Welcome back to online computer class. This video is second part of your chapter Log on to Access. Before starting today's session, let's take a look what we studied in our previous session. In our previous session students, we learned the concept of database and DBMS. We read about the advantages of DBMS and we came to know the types of DBMS and the structure of DBMS. Let us discuss the answer of homework of previous session. Question was given a real life example of database apart from the one given in the video. The answer is first example can be record of all the books with its author's name stored in a library. The second example can be a telephone directory which contain name and telephone numbers. The third example can be the records of patient in a hospital and so on. Now let's see what we are going to learn in today's session. The topic which we are going to cover today is introduction of MS Access, components of MS Access, and creating a database or how to create a database. We will start with the introduction of MS Access. Students, we learned in our previous session that there are two types of database, flat file database and relational database. Students, you already know how to create flat file database in the form of MS Excel. Now we will learn how to create relational database. Well, for creating relational database, we would require its software, which is called Relational Database Management Software System or DBMS. There are plenty of RDBMS software, but the one which we are going to learn is MS Access or Microsoft Access. Now, MS Access is the most popular and powerful relational database management system that comes as an integral part of Microsoft Office Suite application. That means as you have used MS Word, MS Excel or MS PowerPoint, similarly MS Access comes under same Microsoft Office application. It has graphical user interface. Students, now you would have been thinking that what is this graphical user interface or GUI? Well, GUI is a form of user interface that allows user to interact with electronic devices through graphical icons. And MS Access provides the tool for developing graphical user interface that facilitates the use of database applications. It organizes data in the form of tables and it provides the facility to create a relationship between two tables using common fields. Now we will understand the concept of relationship between two tables by using common fields with the help of an example. Students, you can see there are two different tables which is seen on your screen. The first table is students information table in which we have stored the roll number, student's name, father's name, address, telephone number and date of birth of a student. In table 2, the name of the table 2 is marks table in which we have stored the roll number, percentage and grade of the table. The two tables have only one single field which is in column common, that is roll number. Suppose we have to maintain a student's record in any school. So what will we do? We won't store all the records in just a single table. Instead of it, in place of it, what we will do? We will split the information in two tables. Like we have stored the personal information of the student in another table and the academic record of a student in another table. But there would be one thing which would be common, that is the roll number of this student. This common field, this roll number, will relate these two tables. That is how a relationship is defined in access. This property defining relationship also reduces the duplication of data. Now students, we will learn about the components of MS Access. Students, whenever we will open MS Access, this window appears, this whole window. There are different components of this window. Now we will go through these components one by one so that we can use this software efficiently. At the top, just like any other software, there is a title bar. So this is our title bar. Now what does this title bar displays? Well, title bar displays the name of your current database. As in our case, it is database 15. It is our name of our database. Okay, students. Now, if we move a little left to it, just like this is our little left, you will see little toolbar, which is our quick access toolbar. This is our quick access toolbar. Now, here by default, we will get three buttons: save button, undo button, and redo button. Well, these commands are present here because you can use these commands frequently. So for the easy access of users, it is kept in quick access toolbar. If you want, you can modify these commands by the drop down arrow present beside it. This is the drop down arrow by which you can modify it. Okay. Now, just below quick access toolbar, you will get file tab. This is the file tab. This file tab is same as Office button used in 2007 version of MS Access. If you click this file tab, then you will get a lot of commands like create a new database, open an existing database, to save a database, to print a database, and so on. Alright, just beside the file tab, you will get tabs. All of these comes under tabs. For example, our first tab is File tab, which we have just discussed now. Then we have Home tab, then Create tab, then External Data tab, then Database Tools tab, Fields tab, and Table tab. There is a tab in the last of this tab list, which is Tell me what you want to do tab. Students, it is a new feature of MS Access 2016, which is used to get quick help on topics that you are looking for or the commands that you want to use in your document. Alright. Now, whenever you will click on any of the commands, suppose I have clicked on Home command, you will see a horizontal list of commands are displayed. Like when I clicked on Home tab, this is the horizontal list of commands which is displayed here. Our every command is clubbed in small groups, and these groups are given a certain names. Like view commands are stored in this view section. Our copy, cut, paste commands are stored in this clipboard group. If we want to make any change in our text, then the whole commands are stored in this text formatting, and so on. Alright. Now, just below the ribbon on the left side of a vertical section appears, which is known as navigation pane. This is our navigation pane, students. Now, what happens here? Well, whatever database objects you have created, their names are shown here. For example, we have created students info, the table which is named students info here. So the name of students info will be shown here. And if you will click over it, the contents which are stored in it will be displayed on the right side of it. Here we have stored only one table. That is why the contents of it is showing now. If you will make more than one table, the names of it will be shown here. Okay. Next is work area. This whole area is known as work area, where we create our database. Just above the work area, object tab appeared. This is the object tab. Now clicking on the object tab displays the content in the work area. To close the current tab, click on cross button on the right end of the bar. Just below the work area, we have navigation buttons. These are navigation buttons. And as the name suggests, it helps in navigating through the records. The navigation button displays the current record number in an object. And in our case, what is the record number? There are 7 records. You can count it from here also, and it is displaying here also. Okay. Now, at the bottom of the window, we have status bar. This is our status bar. Okay. On the extreme left, the status bar displays the name of current view. Look here. This is the name of our current view, which is data sheet view. Okay. And in its extreme side, you can see the view button option. From the view button option, you can change the view type of your table. Okay. Now students, this was all about components of MS Access. Now see how to create a database. Students, now we will see how to create a database. There are 2 ways to create a database. The first one is using templates and the second one is creating a blank database. Now the easiest way to create a database is by using template. Now you may think, what exactly is this template, right? So template is ready to use database. As we get ready to eat food in market. Yes, similarly it is like that. Now the meaning of it, that all the fields will be already be mentioned in your database. The only work you have to do for completing your database is to enter the records and your database is ready. Now let's see the steps required to create a database using template. The first step is open Access. Now how to open it? Click on Start button and go to MS Office Application Suite. Click on the drop down arrow beside it and select MS Access and double click over it. Your MS Access window will open. Now when you will open it, you will find some listed template on the right side of your window. Like you will get the same window which is placed here, and some templates will be shown here, like custom web page or updated students tab. Like this is the example of some templates. Select the template from the displayed list. Here we have selected which one? The updated students template. You can get more templates by clicking on any category from the suggested searches. Here you can get suggested searches. Okay, on clicking these you can get the templates related to it, or you can use the search bar. You can use the search bar to search for the online templates. Okay, next the selected template, that is window, we have selected updated students template. Okay, that task pane appears on the screen. Now in the next step, we will specify the file name in the file name text box. Students, you can either use the default location that Access displays below the file name box, or you can click on the folder icon to select another location. Now what you have to do, you have to click on the Create button. Access creates the database and displays the table in the form view. This is the form view of the table. Now this database contains the fields which are relevant to the selected template. What template we had selected? We had selected students, updated students template. So all the fields will be related to a students database. Okay, so students, that is how a database is created using template. Now we will see how to create a blank database. To create a blank database, again we will open Access. The procedure of opening the Access will remain same as we had opened in using templates. Now when you will open it, you will find the option of blank database on the right side of the window. Click on Blank Database option. The blank database window opens and prompts File Name, Text Box option. Specify the file name in it. If you want to skip this step, by default system generates the name as database 1, database 2, database 3 and so on. If required, you can change the default location by clicking on the folder icon which is placed next to the file name text box. Now click on Create button. A new database will be created along with an empty table, and the name of the table will be displayed Table 1 on the title bar. Students, that is how a blank database is created. Now, with this topic, I would like to conclude today's session. Thank you for watching the video. Be healthy, be safe, and keep learning.